here. So Strato Creed, the favourite. Rising Sea just on the move. Penfold's handicap. Race 5, first leg of the quaddie. They're racing. Lawfie was a little bit slow. Western King dropped back towards us. Tail of the field. McNaught fired out Strato Creed. It burns to the front from Rising Sea, who's holding the inside, and Avidus is going to end up outside the leader, I'd say, and just off them is Songod Vincent, just restraining behind them and got caught 3 wide. Friar and Ice went through in the centre. Mongolian Warlords over on the inside as Avidus tests the leader, Strato Creed. Western King second last, and last of all is Lawfie. The pace looks just moderate. It's Strato Creed on the inside leading ahead. Now about a half. 2 Avidus. He just restrains off it, and Rising Sea's running third. Song of Vincent got over, and then came Mongolian Warlord, who's over on the inside of Friar and Ice, and the last 2, Western King, who's sitting up on the outside of Lawfie. Now Strato Creed has its own way for McNaught and leads 3/4. Avidus is running second. Rising Sea for Noski third, and fourth is Song of Vincent. Mongolian Warlord is over on the inside of Friar and Ice at the 5:50, and then Western King and Lawfie. They start to up tempo before the turn. It's Strato Creed in front, leading by 1. It looks to be going okay. Avidus on the outside is trying hard to pick it up on the bend. Taken out 3 wide, Song of Vincent. Rising Sea the inside, no run Mongolian Warlord. Friar and Ice to the outside, and Western King unwinding as well. Strato Creed just in front. Avidus on the outside trying to cut it down. Then Rising Sea, Friar and Ice and Western King late. Strato Creed, Avidus, Western King is descending though. Western King, Friar and Ice tries to go with it, but it's Western King and Pike's done it. Western King beat Friar and Ice, Avidus and Strato Creed just weak and late. Then came Lawfie, Rising Sea, and they break away from Mongolian Warlord and Song of Vincent. Western King right down the outside at 480 and 160 over Friar and Ice and Avidus and Strato Creed, who had the lead but couldn't hang on. Avidus niggling away at it before the corner, and they were both vulnerable, with Western King getting right to the outside, was pretty much in touch on the corner to play a part as they started to bunch up. Friar and Ice battled hard to try and go with it, but Western King a little bit too strong, and now will step up in distance, no doubt, and continue to perform. Now it's found its right form, Western King, after a reasonably flat run on second up. 480, 160 about the winner. Western King. And Willie Pike bringing it right to the centre of the track. Brittany is pretty close to catching up with Willie as we wait on the dividends. Quinella 1460, exacta 2320, trifecta 233.20, first 4 631.90 on 10, 5, 4 and 3. The winner at 480 and 160, 190 second, Friar and Ice, and 310 for Avidus. So Brittany is downstairs with Willie now as we cross trackside.
Thanks very much, Richie. Willie, pre-race, Bob mentioning that this is a horse that is obviously going to get better as he gets over further. Did today's performance surprise you at all?
It did a little. I thought he was a bit plain first up. The race was run to suit. There was a little bit of pressure up front, and he stuck to his guns well. He didn't have to do an awful lot. He just had to keep chipping for me, and that's what he did.
At the 200, did you feel as though you were going to be able to reel in those leaders?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like I was in close enough contact, and I felt like I had enough horse there to catch him, and he did. You ride the Celt in the Miss Andretti Stakes next. What are your confidence levels like? Yeah, pretty high. He's been running very well. Obviously, we've got Misty Medal to beat. It's probably the form horse of the summer. So, apart from that one horse, so we're pretty good. All right. Well, best of luck. Hopefully, we're speaking soon. Well done. Thank you.
Bob Peters joins us. Bob, before the race, we just wanted to see this horse, or you wanted to see this horse run on, and he did just that.
Yes, he ran on, he covered a bit of ground, and he came from back, so that was good to see.
He's an Animal Kingdom. What's the best trip for this galloper?
Oh, I'd say 2,000 metres plus. His mother won a Perth Cup, and he's by Animal Kingdom, so that's the way we're heading.
So he's only had the 5 starts, and he's had 3 runs back this prep. How long do you go on with him?
Oh, he's here for the autumn.
Can he make his presence felt, do you think, against some of the better ones over more of a trip?
Probably not this campaign. He's got a long way to go before he gets up to the better races, but coming through the classes, hopefully he can do the job for us.
Yep. You're on the board today, Bob. You're on the board today.
Took us a while.
Good luck for the rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you.
There's Bob Peters there, and Western King wins, defeats Fire and Ice. Avidus was brave, finishing third. Strato Creed led them up, finishing fourth, and Rising Sea had every possible chance there, sitting just off the speed. That's race 5. That's the first leg of the quaddie. The time there, 1:29.97. You're watching Sky Thoroughbred Central on this Saturday afternoon. It's a pleasure to have your company. We'll take a quick break and be back with plenty more on Channel 528 when we return. When we come back to Ascot, it's our feature, the Miss Andretti Stakes for the sprinters.